What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year to everyone out there. I hope you've had an amazing holiday period. Hopefully there's still more to come for some of you. We're not all rushing straight back to work. But guys, 2020 is officially here, and that means it's time for a bit of reflection, a bit of retrospection. And in today's video, we're going to look at the top 10 Funko Pops that I have in my collection that were released in 2019. That is right, guys. We are doing our first ever top 10 video here on What's Popping, and it's a bit of a difficult one for me. You guys know I have quite a few pops in my collection, so it's very difficult to narrow it down to a top 10. So what I decided was to look at the top 10 Funko releases for 2019. Now, there are a lot of pops out there, guys. There were some amazing pops released this year. So before we get into the top 10 that I have in my collection, and that's how I narrowed it down. So it's going to be the top 10 Funko Pops that were released in 2019 that I bought, that I got hold of, one way or another. By hook or by crook, pops that I got hold of. So I thought to start off, because there are a lot of awesome pops out there, there are some that this list is definitely going to miss, there are some that narrowly missed it onto this list. I thought I'd start off with 5 Funko Pops that I missed out on last year. They were pops that I will hopefully add to my collection at some point in the future, but it's 5 pops that I missed out on. So first and foremost was Captain America, the jumping through the air with Mjolnir and the broken shield. Epic pop. Really bleak to have missed out on that one. Maybe in the future I'll pick it up, hopefully, guys. Gamatech have been bringing them into South Africa, so you may still be able to find one at a Musica, P&A, those kind of stores. Musica, P&A, Toys R Us, Incredible Connection, those stores will have them, so definitely make sure you go and pick them out. I had to write everything down, guys, because I have a bit of a list. And then you guys know I'm a big Lord of the Rings collector. So the next pop that I missed out on last year was Gandalf riding Gwahir. And now that, guys, is an awesome pop. My Lord of the Rings collection is nearing completion, and every time I get close, they add a new one. So that's one there. Hopefully get that in the future. Maybe waiting for the price to come down on it a bit. It's quite expensive at the moment, so we'll see on that one. But that's definitely one of the top 5 that I missed out on. Moving on from there, there's the 3 more, obviously. And guys, this year was the end of, 2019 was a massive year for us in terms of pop culture. We had a second very successful Comic-Con Africa. If you missed out on those videos, go back and check them out right here on the channel. They were the con was absolutely awesome. We did a lead up to it. We're going to be doing the same thing this year, guys. What's Popping is not going anywhere. 2020 is going to be a big year for us in terms of pops. New Comic-Con, we have Comic-Con Cape Town coming, so there's plenty to come, guys, and we're going to be covering as much as we can of the stuff that Gamatech is bringing in as well. So there's a lot to look forward to on the channel, and definitely, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you stay tuned and make sure you check out what's going on the channel. But like I said, there was a lot that went on last year. We had, The Mandalorian was released. We had the end of the Rise of Skywalker, the end of the Skywalker saga. We had Game of Thrones come to a disappointing end. Let's leave it at that. We had a pretty epic year. We had Endgame. How can you forget Endgame last year? So there was so much going on, and going along with that, some amazing pops. One of them that I missed out on as well was from Game of Thrones. I missed out on Missandei from New York Comic Con. Now that is an amazing looking pop, guys, and I'm hoping to add it to my collection one day in the future. Moving on from there, so we have Cap, we have Missandei. We're covering a lot of the pop culture that was sort of, covered in the year. We have Endgame, we have Game of Thrones, we have a few things, and some of those pops may just have made the top 10 list, so stay tuned and make sure you check those out. But then another one I missed out on, I think these are really cool. They're doing through Marvel, the Sandman pop, which came out this year. That was a really cool pop, Walgreens exclusive, amazing looking figure. I love what they're doing with these like retro Marvel vibes. I've got the lizard here behind me. He's one of them. You can see him just there. And I like these older Marvel ones they're doing. So Marvel needs to keep Funko keep bringing out those old Marvel ones, because I think they're really cool. And the last one that I missed out on this year, which is one that I've seen snapped up all over the place, is Rita Skeeter. That was an awesome pop. I think it was from San Diego Comic-Con. Great figure. Hope to get it one day, but as you guys know, some of these figures, once they get snapped up after these cons, even the shared exclusive versions of them, they can be quite tough to track down. But anyways, guys, enough about what we missed out on. Let's talk about the top 10 Funko Pops that I picked up in 2019. Let's start off at number 10. We have Mr. Prickle Pants, guys.
Excuse me. Shh. Can you tell me where I am?
Shh. The guy's just asking a question.
Well, excuse me. I'm trying to stay in character.
My name's Buttercup. You've met Baron Von Shush.
Hello.
That is an awesome pop. I absolutely love this figure. I love the little details that have gone into him. There's not a lot going on with him. They've done nicely with the prickles and the spikes on his back. I like the little name tag, or the little tag they've put in the corner there. And just, I love his little wave. He's such a cute figure. I loved his character in the movie. He was on for a very short amount of time, but absolutely adored him. So next up, let's carry on with that animated theme and go to number 9. And at number 9 we have Scar from The Lion King. Now this is the Scar with green flames. It is from the Hot Topic Lion King box that came out. There is a chase version of this with the red flames, but I picked this guy up from Critters and Comics over when I was at Comic-Con, so it's a store definitely worth checking out, and I'll leave a link to their website down below. You can go check out their store and let Marco know that What's Popping sent you over. He's a great guy, and they do some really cool stuff, bringing in some really cool items. So that's at number 9. Let's go down to number 8. At number 8 we have a Funko exclusive store, Spastic Plastic. We have Wolfgang. And he's an amazing pop, guys. I love this figure. It's my first Spastic Plastic pop. I love this variant of him. There is another version of him. I'll see if I can put a picture up there for you guys. But it's a beautiful pop. I love what they've done with this pink variant, with the eyeball as his bowling ball. I just think it's really cool. And he had to make his way onto the top 10 pops that I picked up last year. Then guys, with this year, I hope you guys have all been out and seen The Rise of Skywalker. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a great ending to the saga, wrapped everything up nicely. But how can we leave out the Emperor? He was brought out this year as a re-release.
If you will not be turned, you will be destroyed.
Earlier version of him, a 3-pack that came out, with him, Tarful, and the Utapau Stormtrooper, or Utapau clone trooper. But I love this Emperor, guys. He's an awesome figure. I love that he's got his hood up, he's got the lightning coming out, he's got the angry eyes, he's got everything going for him, and he's just a really cool piece. So I had to add him to the list for the top 10 pops that I picked up this year. Now guys, one of the biggest events of the year was Avengers Endgame, and what an event it was. And we all love that moment. You see the pop that I missed out on, Cap holding Mjolnir and flying through the sky. We all love Fat Thor.
Kill him properly this time.
And you can see him going around here on the turntable. He was, of course, an exclusive at Comic-Con Africa, brought in by Gamertech. Absolutely love this figure. Love that he's got both hammers. He's got Mjolnir and Stormbreaker, which are really cool. I love the detailing on him. It's a beautiful figure. It's a bit dark on the turnaround, so I'll try and lift it up so you guys can have a bit of a look. But really awesome figure, nicely detailed, and captured the essence of Thor in the movie for me, especially that whole like comeback vibe that we had going on from him. Next up, guys, you all know I'm a massive Harry Potter fan, and there's 2 Harry Potter pops that made this list. I'll do them back to back quickly. One of them was a common release, and guys, I love this pop. There was a flocked version of it. You guys all know who I'm talking about by now, and that is Fawkes the Fiend. Beautiful pop. I mean, he doesn't even look like a pop in some essences. He's so beautifully done. The sculpting, the detail on the mold, the feathers that all jut out beautifully. He's got the little markings down the back of his feathers. He's coming out of the flames as a phoenix. That is so cool. And just a beautiful pop. I didn't get the flocked version. Wasn't able to get hold of that one, but we didn't come up here in South Africa anyways. But really thrilled to have this one. Also brought in by Gamertech, and I picked him up at a Musica actually. I picked him up just before the end of the year last year. Carrying on with the Harry Potter theme, as I said, 2 Harry Potter pops made the list, and another one is an exclusive one. This was the exclusive from, I think it was New York Comic Con. It was either New York or San Diego Comic Con. No, it wasn't an exclusive. It wasn't an exclusive at all. It was good enough to be an exclusive in my opinion, and that is Professor Trelawney.
And Professor Trelawney, together we shall cast ourselves into the future.
This is such a cool figure. I was speaking to my friend Ross about it the other day. He pretty much only collects Harry Potter pops, and I agree with him. The glasses make the figure. So Ross, if you're watching this, thanks for pointing that out for me. That is definitely the case. Spot on there. The glasses make this figure. I love the little crystal ball, the detail in her hair, the way they've gone about that part of the sculpt and the mold, and just such a cool pop and such a cool character from the movie that was so... she played a big role in the movie, so I guess I can use the word iconic, but it's just a really cool figure, and so well played by Emma Thompson in the movies as well. And as I mentioned, guys, we had a very disappointing end to Game of Thrones. But what a series it was, guys. We cannot let the way it ended, and to me the ending was okay. It was just the fact that they rushed everything into that last season that really got to me. But we cannot let the fact that it was an amazing series go astray. So let's have a look at the pop that I picked from Game of Thrones that came out this year. There were a lot of them. There were guys on thrones. They really went all out to try and pump out as many Funko products as they could. But the one I picked up from 2019 that was my favorite pop, made the top 10 video, is the mounted White Walker. A really cool figure, guys. It's a, I don't think it was qualified as a pop deluxe or a movie moment, but I think it could have been both because it is just that cool. He's got his spear in his hand, he's holding the reins on the horse is beautifully detailed. It's just a really nicely done figure. The only thing would be nice if you could maybe remove the walker. Not sure if you'd want to, but I know some people might like to do that. For toy photography, it might have been nice to be able to remove him from the walker and have a bit of fun with that, but otherwise cannot complain. Love the figure. Awesomely done. I think I picked him up through Rara as well, which was really cool. So happy to get hold of him there. And with all of that being said, guys, let's move over to our second place pop, and this is a bit of an obscure pop. Obscure in terms of the character they chose. I'm glad they did it because I think it's a beautifully done figure. And we went with another endgame pop here, guys. We went with Wong.
Wait. I think you have $200 rupees, which is bucket and a half. What do you want? I wouldn't say no to a tuna melt.
He's absolutely awesome. Love this figure. I love that he's got the two, I don't know what to call them, that go on the hands when they're about to fight, that they sort of conjure up. Those are so cool. Love the figure. Love Wong. What I really like that they did with this figure was the shading of the hair, because he is bald, or kind of bald. He's got a bit of, you know, around the sides the hair starts to go away a little bit. So I like what they did with the shading at the back of the head. Of course, if you're an inbox collector, that's not going to bug you at all, but it's something I think is really cool and a nice little piece of attention to detail that they've done. Then of course is the writing or the script on the two circles that are, you know, that he's conjured on his hands for battle, which are really cool as well. So I'm glad Wong got in. I'm glad we finally have a pop of him, and really happy to have that. He is from New York Comic Con, if I'm not mistaken. You can correct me. My comments have been turned off, unfortunately, because of Copper. But you can correct me by following me on Instagram. Let me know on Instagram, guys. Hit me up with a message there. Tell me what your top 10 pops were. But before we get into all of that, let's get to number one, guys. Number one, I said Funko products, so this is 3 pops. It is a 3-pack that came out from Emerald City Comic Con, and it is Banzai, Shenzi, and Ed. Now,
Domo bird hippity hop all the way to the birdie boiler.
Oh no, not the birdie boiler!
you would have seen a video I did on this a bit earlier, guys, and if you do follow me on Instagram, you would have seen I had a lot of fun taking photos of these guys. These are just really fun pops. I love the original Lion King movie. I haven't seen the new one. I have no inclination to go and see the new one. I just love the original so much, and to me these 3 pops captured the essence of those characters absolutely perfectly, and I'm thrilled with those as my memories of those hyenas. No need for any new Lion King for me, thank you very much. So absolutely love those figures. They come in at number 1. I love the product. I love the 3-pack. I could not think of a better 3-pack to do for a Comic-Con. So congratulations, Funko. That was an awesome idea. And of course I got them for my birthday as well. So there's a little bit of bias there as well, because, you know, it's got a really nice memory attached to it as well. So absolutely thrilled to have those, guys. Those are my top 10 Funko Pops from 2019 that I managed to collect. Now, as I mentioned, my comments have been turned off because it is New Year. New Year, new YouTube, apparently. So COPPA is coming into effect. This is a child-friendly video, so what that means is that there's no comments, anything like that. So what you can do, if you want to comment on the video, let me know your top 10, let me know what your pops were, what pops did I miss, are there pops behind me here that I should have put on, that I didn't put on. Go ahead and let me know. You can follow me on Instagram or follow me on Facebook. I'll leave links to both of those down below. And if you do go ahead and follow me on those channels and you make a comment, you will go into a draw to win this Grand Admiral Thrawn Funko Pop, which has been sponsored by Gamatech, and we'll be giving that away when we hit 450 subscribers on the channel. So I've been collecting all of the comments that I've been getting for the last few videos. Only 3 or 4 people, so there's not a lot of competition there. If you do want to win this Grand Admiral Thrawn Funko Pop from Star Wars Rebels, definitely go ahead, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, make a comment on this video or on the thumbnail, and I'll put you into that draw to make sure that you have a chance of winning that when we hit 450 subscribers. Guys, that is it for today's video. It is a bit of a long one. We went through a whole lot of Funko Pops. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like the picks. If you don't, be sure to go ahead and let me know which pops you think should have been in that top 10, and let me know what the best pops you picked up last year were. There were some amazing releases. We couldn't get to all of them, and I just, yeah, 2019 was an amazing year for Funko collectors. Hopefully it's more of the same to come in 2020. And that does it for today's video, guys. So thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button and make sure you smash that like button as well. It does help me out here on the channel, and all of us YouTubers really appreciate it. So that does it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see all of you guys in the next one.